Hello, children. Welcome to our world through English. So, today we are going to continue the story about our Hafiz the contractor, right? Hafiz and Bhila Raja, Miss Bhila Raja, right? So we already got a number of questions from Bhila Raja regarding school life of Hafiz contractor, and he said, I was very naughty boy, and I was very naughty boy, and I was very I used to do some things when I was in the school. I won't read properly when I was in the school. So that was very clearly said. But when principal told him to read, from that day onwards he started. And when he was in the third class, he used to draw the designs regarding forts, guns, and supply of bullets, ammunition. So that made him to become architect. Mrs. Gupta, the teacher, right? Mrs. Gupta said that, Arey, you are very worst boy, but your sketches are very good. In future, you will become an architect. So why she said he doesn't understand, but after in the future, he come to know that the blessing of teacher made him to become an architect. So that was the started, and later teacher said, why you are not interested in Bhila Raja asked question. Hafiz, why you not interested in studies? He said, very simple, madam. Very simple. Why I was not interested means I don't know how to read, because I was very weak in languages. Social and science a little bit I will manage, but mathematics some more I can't manage. So that I hate mathematics and a little bit languages. Social science, okay, little bit I will manage. Who said? Hafiz said. Later one more question, that are you saying about the curriculum is not good for you? Curriculum means the subjects whatever he was dealing. Curriculum means in the year of study, for example, you have Telugu, Hindi, English, maths, science, social. That is your curriculum. So maybe you are you saying that your curriculum is not good? Are you saying that your curriculum was not well? Is it to be changed? Is that to be changed? Who said? Bhila Raja asked. Then he said that maybe that he was studying, he was living in a boarding school. Boarding school means what? They have to stay there, eat there, and they have to study there. So there he was studying. So I already said in yesterday's class, you just open YouTube and search there. You can find different schools with different of innovative works. In Israel, in Jerusalem, I had find a school, a total with different technologies, government schools, ideas. Oh my goodness, totally wonderful schools. You just type and you can search, some schools will be available. Then you can find a lot of innovative things. How the schools, is it possible to make school like this? If you look at a school, you won't feel that is like a school. It is like a museum. What a wonderful, oh my goodness, all the science related words, English related, German knowledge, all the languages, all the subjects related matters will be on the boards, will be on the walls, will be on the floor. Everywhere we can find about knowledge. So we can learn more things. So like that the schools have been developed in Western culture, Western city, Western countries. So here Bhila Raja asked, maybe the curriculum what you are studying, maybe it was not good for you. Then he said, not like that. So living in a boarding school is difficult because we were just living from day to day. Nowadays there are so many tests and everything. We have a lot of tests and examinations. So boarding school means what? Hostel students knows everyone, because it is not like a small there. So we have a lot of friends, a lot of gangs and friends. We will have more discussion. So a lot of things will go on in the hostels, and we can prepare during the examinations, copying in the examination. Why? Because these lessons, they won't create a creativity. They will make us to read and to write that, because everybody want marks. So I already said in the beginning of this class, I said, don't and never ever read for marks. If you read for marks, you will remember only the day before examination. After examination, you won't remember anything. I have a student, I know that boy, not from our school, when I was there in the college. He will get a very good percentage. Every subject he used to get 90%, 93%, 94%. So he was very good in writing, reading. So he will get good marks. So one day I called him and I asked a question regarding some topic. He was unable to answer the question. I said, you are writing very well in the examinations. So he said one truth, sir. I don't know what is happening in my brain. After examination, 2 days or 3 days after, I can't remember anything what I was reading. Maybe you will also have same problem. Why? Because we will read for marks. Why? Because if you read for writing examination, so after that we will forget. So what I was saying here means, don't read for the sake of marks. Read and understand. Read and understand. Then you can write your own language. You can write your own marks. So then you can get your own knowledge. So we want that type of students. What is in textbook, what is in the reference book, if you copy and if you write, in my view, you are not well. You are not well because you are copying there. Where is your creativity? Where is your creativity? You are just copying. You are just copying. I don't want to be a copier. I want to be an innovator. Let me write a word for you. Look at the board for you children. I written a word. Look at that. Don't be a copier, be a creator. Look there. Don't be an imitator, be an innovator. So most probably you will try to copy the things. You are trying copying. I'm saying you're not trying to copy, you're copying exactly, you're copying what is in the reference book. You're not understanding. So we want you to create the answers. We want to create your own knowledge. So what I was teaching, especially I was not talking about any other subjects. I'm talking about my language, my English, your English. So what I was teaching here is not to copy what is in the passage. Paragraph questions, you will get paragraph. So if you write what is in the passage, I won't give full mark. Why? You are not using your brain. Exactly, if you copy, first class children will copy and write the answer. Then what a use of 8th class student, what is in the line? That is, you should understand the lines and you should create your answers. That what I want. That what I want from my children. That what I want from my students. That is, my students should be a creators, not a copiers. And I want to be not an imitator. I want you to be an innovator. We can find some singers, some people, they will try to imitate some other's voice. For example, Balasubramaniam. Someone will try to sing like Balasubramaniam. Someone will sing like Jesudas. Someone will sing like Chitra. They will try to imitate their voice. They don't have their original. They have their original voice, but they are imitating means they are not creators. They are not innovators. They have their own style. You just observe. You are all teachers. All they were teaching, but different teaching have different teacher have different language skill. For example, the English teacher, I am teaching in a different way. Telugu teacher will teach in a different way. Hindi teacher will in a different way. So every teacher will have their own style, own way of teaching. So no one will follow anyone. They have their own way of teaching. So like that, children, what I want from you is, I don't want to be a copier. So what is there, if you copy, what you will read, what you will understand. So that is the reason after the examination why you are forgetting the answers. The topics means we are reading just for the sake of examination. We are not understanding the topic. We are just copying. We are just copying. We are not even understanding, children. If you start understanding, if you ask the question, even after 10 years, you will remember. Even after 50 years, you will remember. Why? Because we understand. If we understand, it will be in our minds. I studied in the school same like you for the sake of marks. But when I started growing elder, then I come to know this is not for the sake of marks. I should understand the topics. To be very frank, I was saying that I am not demolishing you to study well. When I was in the college, I said I was very, very naughty boy in the college level, in degree college. So we used to do lot of funny things. We won't listen means we will send some lectures out of the class. We will go, we will say some things. So many things will happen sometimes. But what I used to do means, I will be very, very naughty in the class. I won't be very silent in the class. I will play satires, I will play jokes. But when the class was going, I will listen I will keep my brain, everything there, but I will make fun in the class. So everybody thought first semester, means first year, first semester, all they thought definitely I will fail, because I never open my books. Everybody will feel that, but I know what I will do. So in the school, in the college, I never opened any book. And in the hostel, when I was there, I used to sleep a lot of time, because I said 7 to 8 hours I will sleep per day. So I used to sleep a lot of time. And before examination, everybody will open books, and night outs they will do. All night they will study, because one day batting. So that is before examination they will open and they will read. So they used to read, but I used to sleep. And everybody said, definitely he will fail in the examination. He will fail. Everybody thought the same. But to be very, very surprised, I am not praising myself. I said that what happened in my life. So before the graduation, what happened, and in the graduation, what happened, I was saying. So to be very surprised, everybody was surprised. I stood first in the percentage in my section, my group. So all were surprised. Every day he used to sleep, every time he never opened books. How he got? They came to me and they asked. I told them, during in the free times we used to go to library. So when we go to library, they used to read some novels, they used to go for internet, and they will learn. But what I used to do, just I will go and just I will open book and simply just I will revise like this, just like this. Just when I was doing, when I was reading, I will keep my effort and I will read. So like that I used to read. So that made me to remember all the topics. I never studied for the marks. So I was saying that till in the schooling I studied for the marks. But when I come to know, after that I'm forgetting whatever I read. So later when I joined after the schooling, I come to know that not for the marks, we used to get for reading for knowledge. Then I started reading for the knowledge sake. Then I remembered a lot. I learned a lot. So with the same experience, I was saying that children, don't study for the sake of marks. You won't remember anything in your life. So understand any topic, either Telugu, Hindi, English, maths, science, social, any subject, understand it. Understand it. Just imagine, for example, you are reading science, your body organs, or you are studying about fingers or hand. So just your hand, imagine that, my hand has pores, hair, and whatever here, you just imagine nerves, and it will be very lively. If you go for understanding that, you become old man also, you won't forget this, because you understood the topic. Understanding is very, very important than reading. Just reading, you won't get anything. Reading, understanding will influence the answer. So that what I want from you children. You don't only just read, no. You have to understand it. So here today I thought you a good word, that is, don't be a copier, be a creator. And don't be an imitator. Don't be an imitator. Be an innovator. You have to create new things. When you stop imitating, then you will start innovating. When you stop copying, then you will be a creating. So that what I want from you. So here Hafiz said the same thing, that is during the examinations, what is the problem, Bela Raja? A simple thing, teacher will conduct exam. Why? They have to conduct the exam, and they have to correct the papers, and they have to give the papers. That they will feel, oh Hammaya, exam completed. You will feel, no? Same we will feel, Hammaya, paper corrections completed, Hammaya, marks given. So here what Hafiz was saying, I am not criticizing my teaching profession. Some are here. So he was saying that exams, the teacher thought that we had done our work. So what teacher will think means, if they conduct examination, if they give papers, means they will feel, Ammaya, we had finished our work. Whether the student, talking about student progress, giving suggestions to students to how to write, they don't bother. They never bother about that. Simply they will conduct exam, they will correct, and they will give papers. But here Rafi is saying that is like they feel like a work. They are not taking as to influence our life. They are not taking that as a serious issue to say that it is important for our lives. So that what Hafiz was very, very upset in his life. So let us continue this today's story, and we will go for continuation. So here, Bela Raj asking question here. There is a contention that giftedness and learning disabilities go in hand in hand. Do you think this applies to you? So here she said that, okay, you are very naughty boy, even though you got lot of benefits when you were in school. So she said that giftedness and learning disabilities will go in hand, means they will go together like this. Disabled means drawbacks, and giftedness means some talents. Everybody is special. Let me write one more word. Today we'll have more quotations in the lessons. That is, you try to copy in your books also, or wherever you're reading, you can write in your textbooks also. Never and never compare. So never and never compare, because you are unique. So you are unique. You can feel that she is writing very well, he is writing very well, he is reading well, she is reading well. Stop worrying about others. Stop comparing with others, because you have something in your mind. Stop comparing. Stop worrying about that. You should know about your talent. So what you are having comparing, somebody will compare in you. Maybe he is singing well, she was singing well, I don't have the talent. So you have a special talent and specialty in your life, because you are a special person. Everybody is special in this world. You just observe your hands. Fingerprints won't match in the world. Whatever your fingerprints, it won't match with anyone. Same thing, your ideas, your thinking, your knowledge won't match with anybody. If you are studying in the same class, sitting on the same bench, listening to the same class, won't make you that you are same. Your brain is different. Same quantity of brain, but quality is different. Many hotels we have, they will prepare the same food, right? But the taste will be different. Home food be one different, hostel food be one, because the way of preparing will be different. So all you are sitting in the same class, listening to the same lesson, watching the same video, but you will have something in your mind. So some will get some points, somebody will get some point, because you are not similar. You are not similar. You are different. You are gifted with something in your life. Somebody will have a writing skill, somebody have a reading skill, somebody have singing skill, somebody have different, everybody have a different talent. For your kind information, For your kind information, I was saying that everybody have a different talent in their lives. But you should identify it. Nobody will identify. You have to identify it. For example, you are writing something on the board. I said, Arey, you are having a beautiful handwriting. Then I said, then you have to identify, oh, sir told me that I have a good handwriting. Let me practice once. Then if you start practicing, you will get a good handwriting. So everybody is gifted with something. At the same time disabilities. So here the Bila Raja asked that giftedness and disabilities will move together. Negative and positive will move together. Because let me say you example. Somebody will read well, but they will have worst handwriting. Handwriting bad, but reading very perfect. But they will go on. Positive and negative, but they will go on. So somebody will read very well, and somebody will write very well, but they don't know how to read. Drawback and merit, both will go together. So giftedness and disabilities will go in the same path, right? Positives and negatives everybody will have, so will go together. So here Bila Raja asked that, Hafiz, you are not a good student at studies, but you have a gifted talent, that is artistic designing. The same thing, children, you have a talent, you have a unique. Never and never compare, because you are unique. You are not same. You are not similar to anybody. You are not similar to anybody because you have a special talent in your life. So when you will come to know the special talent means when you identify yourself, when you stop comparing, then you will identify your talent. Maybe are you comparing with your friends? Are you comparing that boy will study well, this girl will study well, that my friend is reading very well, so are you comparing? If you compare, you can't identify your talent. Stop comparing and identify your talent, because you are unique. You are not similar to anybody. You have a special talent. Some people will say, I want to speak like English teacher. And you don't want to speak like English teacher. You have your own talent. I used to say always in the class, I have my own style. Never and never speak English with your accent. English has a different style. So everybody have a different style. So you have your own style. You should go on it. You never try to copy like somebody. You never try to be like, I want to be like him. Why you are trying to be like him? You have your own talent. So then identify it, then come out and make a great person. Make success in your life. If, for example, if you feel about S.P. Balasubramaniam, if S.P. Balasubramaniam feels that I won't sing like somebody, I'm not singing like him. So in initial days, he won't become a famous singer. He won't sing 40,000 songs. It is impossible for a human being to sing 40,000 songs. But he sang. What made him? He never compared in his life. If you stop comparing, then only you can find your merits. If you continue comparing with somebody, you never taste the feeling of success in your life. So if you want to success in your life, do you want to get success in your life? Do you want to see success in your life? If you want to see success in your life, you just stop worrying. You just stop comparing. Then you can see success in your life. I am very, very sure, children, if you stop comparing, then definitely you will come to know what is your inner talent. Bila Raja asked the same question. Hafiz, disabilities and giftedness will move by hand and hand. Is it correct? And it is applied to your life? Yes, of course. Hafiz was going to answer to the question of Bila Raja. I will read one line and I will continue this one. Well, take some students from my class. Those who always stood first or second, today they were doing ordinary jobs. So Hafiz given a great conclusion for that. What he said, in my school, when I was studying, who got 100%, 98%, 99%, who completed completed studies with the 90%, 80%, 99%. I got only 50%. But who got 80%, 90%? They were doing ordinary jobs. But now a 50% man, 50% student, Hafiz, have become a great, famous architect in India. What made him? Why? Because very simple, children. He stopped comparing. If Hafiz continues for comparing, why I am become naughty in the class, why I am getting less marks in the class, why I am not getting good marks in the class, why all they are getting good marks, why I am not getting. If he is worrying about that, he won't draw the sketches, right? He will think, I was getting less marks, I am worrying about less marks, I am getting less marks. He will worry about that. If he stops worrying, if he is worrying, will he drop designs? No. So when he stopped worrying about those things, when he stopped worrying about those disabilities, then he was free. No problem. They will get good marks, I won't get good marks, let me leave. And he started drawing designs. So then when teachers saw that, then he was notified by the teacher and he became finally he became an architect. So children, what I was saying to you in today's class, never and never compare with anybody in your life. Anybody, your friend, your neighbor, your brother, sister, your neighbors, anyone. Never and never compare. Just take English. I will speak English with a different style. You will speak a different style. So everybody have their own style. So don't feel that I want to speak like him, I want to talk like him. No, never, because you will have your own style. You have your own identity. You have your own identity. You are not Sagar, you are not someone. You are having some identity. I never talk like this, I have not talked because I have my own name. Everybody have your own identity, means own name. So like that you have to work. Why should I be like someone? Why should I talk like some? Why should I live like somebody else? No, I have my own life. I have to plan my own life. I have to design my own life. That is called creativity. That is called innovation. That is what I want from you. I don't want you to be a copier. I don't want to be a copier. You don't and never stop comparing. If you stop comparing, you will see the greatness in your life. If you stop worrying, if you stop comparing, then you can see the changes in your life. You can feel what are the changes you are feeling in your life. Why? Because we stopped worrying. We stopped comparing. So that is the children. That is it for today's class. My good words, and you should follow the 2 points what I have written on the board. What Hafiz did, that you have to follow. He never copied. Means in exams he copied, but in his life he never copied. So don't be a copier. Be a creator. Creativity. And don't be an imitator. Be an innovator. And here I was saying the last words for you. Never and never compare. Never compare, because you are unique. You have special identity. You have to prove your identity. That is what you are. You have to prove your identity. When you prove your identity, then you will be a great person in the world. So stop comparing and identify yourself. So that is the end of today's class, children, and I hope you enjoy the words, and we will continue the answer of Hafiz, the conductor, what he had given for the next questions to Bila Raja, and how he responded, and how he been identified, and what are the changes he had identified in his life, and what are the dramatical changes, and how he came back to the field of architecture. We will going to see in the tomorrow's class. I hope you enjoyed. Meet you in the next class. Until then, stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.